What's up, everybody? How was your weekend? Good? That's what's up. Guess what we're going to talk and read a little bit about today. Are you judging based on my face? Yeah. What is a trauma bond? Do you know what one is? No? Well, let me tell you. Please excuse my voice. I had a panic attack this past weekend. Don't worry. I have a very unique skill set. I was able to work myself back to good health. My voice is taking a little bit of a hit though, and it's allergy season for me. So there. A trauma bond is an emotional bond that an abused person has with their abuser. Yeah, that's what it is. These destructive attachments can develop after a stressful event in the relationship, or even at any stage of dating. Abusers may react aggressively towards their intimate partners to assert dominance. So ladies out there that like to be choked and all this unique stuff, be careful. Playing games like that with the wrong man could get you killed. So let's continue. Just have to catch my breath. I'm a little short of breath. Panic attacks are very interesting. Trauma bonding is characterized by a pattern of abuse followed by remorseful behavior in the form of guilt. It's terrible. Feeling guilty and showing empathy promotes forgiveness and making amends by taking responsibility for the abuser's behavior. Oh, you gotta love allergies. You know that nose burn? I have a relatively big nose. That nose burn, that trigger a sneeze. I hate it. But check out my face. Some people's abuse is internal. You can't see their bruises, but you see it in their disposition, in their aura, in their face expression. At least I can. What are the stages of trauma bonding? The stages of trauma bonding include gaslighting, gotta love that one, love bombing, emotional addiction, criticism, loss of self, for God's sake. That has got to be the worst one. I went through that. And trust and dependency. I definitely went through that one. That one, it gave me a lot of shame. Had to unpack that immediately. So we're going to start with the first one, gaslighting. Gaslighting is an emotional abuse in which the abuser makes the abused question their reality, beliefs, and sanity. It is so trifling. Definitely, I've been through that one. This technique of psychological manipulation typically occurs in abusive relationships. Victims are manipulated to overlook the harmful behavior of the abusive person. Victims of gaslighting second-guess themselves, which is caused by constantly receiving false information, making it harder to break trauma bonds. Watch out for that. That gaslighting is real funky. I don't like it. Second thing to look out for, love bombing. Boy, that one annoys me. Love bombing refers to behavioral patterns in which someone overwhelms another person with displays of affection and admiration. Stop. It uses loving words, flattery, and excessive attention as tactics to manipulate the recipient into making them feel dependent and indebted to their abuser. Funky. Additionally, it causes victims to disregard the perpetrators, abusive behaviors, and induce confusion regarding the nature of the relationship. Love bombing. Tell you about an experience of mine. Someone that I trusted. They told me that they were sitting and thinking one day, and they realized that they should have made me the maid of honor in their wedding. I'm the one that this is what she said to me. You're the one that I go to when I need things. I can count on you with the kids. I gave you a key to my place. Like, and I was just sitting thinking like, dang, Niche, you should have been the maid of honor in the wedding. All the while, still never made me the maid of honor, because this was said before the wedding. This person was really good at reeling me in, giving me all of that. And then I learned later, they hate my guts. She can't stand she can't stand me. And that's a whole nother video. We'll get into that though. Number 3, emotional addiction. This one is pretty deep. Emotional addiction means that the highs and lows of the relationship become addictive to an individual. Their body constantly produces cortisol, which is the stress hormone that we release in our brain. And it craves dopamine, which is the pleasure hormone in our brain. Ooh, child. It be that sneeze, y'all. That sneeze that makes stuff fly. Yeah, the nasty one. Oh, I gotta love allergy season. We're gonna get through this though. This results in a cycle of dependency that closely resembles drug addiction. The abused person may know that they are in an unhealthy relationship, yet feel like they cannot leave. That's exactly how I felt. I felt completely trapped. But like in a way, like I can't leave. I owe her this. I failed her here. So I gotta at least make it up to. Oh, they be hoping you say that. So they can play all in your face. Moving forward. What was I on? Yeah. Emotional addiction. Number 4, criticism. Gotta love this one. Not constructive criticism, just criticism. Criticism is a stage where the abusive partner criticizes and blames the other person for things they fully know are not the latter's fault, which can lead to emotional abuse. The showering of over-the-top attention and affection previously displayed is slowly replaced with the criticism. It's so trifling. According to the World Health Organization, this emotional abuse includes insults, belittling, constant humiliation, and intimidation, all in which I experienced a whole lot in my life. This leaves the victim confused about how all the blame, lying, and denial was shifted onto them. And yes, I was the black sheep. I was the one that was blamed for mostly everything. Oh, it's Nisha's fault because she did this. Nisha's doing this. And then once I hit puberty, was a late bloomer. I got my monthly when I was 13 and getting into boys at 14. But I was really a pushover, and I ran from confrontation and I stood out. So you can imagine the attention I drew in. It was not easy. Do you understand? Being a black sheep, just because I had an ADHD that went untreated and no one knew that I was struggling. Then that morphed into oppositional defiance. Then personality disorders comes in. It can get deep. Don't kid yourself. I'm wearing these bruises as a filter, but trust me, this face been bruised up plenty. And I've been punched in the face more than I can count by a trusted adult who's a man. So I didn't know that was abuse or unhealthy. So you can imagine how lost I was. Don't be like I was. Don't just sit and take it. Trust your gut like they trained me not to. Listen to me, I got your back. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Get yourself help if you think you are being abused or trauma bonded. This is going to be a part 2 video because we got to get through this, y'all. I'm going to be back.